Welcome back to the next video podcast for Carmel High School's Division of Theater and Film. On this, the 13th of September, and it's also Friday, making it Friday the 13th. Ooh, I hope you don't have triskaidekaphobia. But I digress. I'm Mr. Peterson, and on behalf of Miss Cassidy, Mr. Seelig, Mr. Harvey, I'd like to welcome you back for a little heads up to what we've done this past week and a little preview to what's coming up this week coming up. All right, the big news is more candy is here. Well, it's supposed to have been delivered yesterday, but unfortunately I wasn't here. So if you need to check out some candy to sell for the Rising Stars, come by my classroom, P123, on Monday, and it will get you signed up. If you haven't already signed up candy, and you need to get it, if you already have signed up candy, you need to get it sold. Turn your money into me or Miss Cassidy in room E151. We've got to have your candy money dues and your online code of conduct, all of that turned in so you can go on the hayride next month. Speaking of having fun, I don't have anything to report on the homecoming parade. The latest rumor was that the administration wants to have the parade around noon so the community can attend during their lunch hours. They've told us that the schedule they sent us will be changed, but they haven't sent out a revised schedule. So I didn't want to put up any kind of sign-up sheet until we knew exactly when we needed the Rising Stars to meet. So stay tuned, check on the call board on Monday, see if the sign-up sheet is there, and then check back regularly so you don't miss out. Thanks for everybody who's turned in applications for being assistant director for this year's fall production of The Crucible. I'll take a look at all those applications on Monday, and hopefully I'll post my decision by the end of the day on Monday, or at least hopefully by the end of the day on Tuesday. The student assistant director will need to be available for the auditions coming up next week. Speaking of auditions for The Crucible, they're going to be coming up on Monday and Tuesday, the 23rd and 24th. There is a sign-up sheet outside my room, P123. If you want to audition for this year's fall production, just sign up for a half-an-hour time slot. Prepare a 45-second to 90-second monologue for the audition, and then callbacks will be held that Wednesday then. Rehearsals continue for this year's Studio 1X. The construction of the set continues, with the technical theater students have been working really hard this past week, getting things in order. We start the technical rehearsals next week, so it's becoming crunch time. Tickets are still available for the 5 one-act plays on our website, www.totalgatesolutions.com. If you don't have internet access at home, well, then you're probably not watching this right now. But anyway, tickets are available in the bookstore. They do accept cash. Tickets are only $5, which works out to be about $1 a one-act. What a bargain. The Advanced Theater Arts students have shown off their mime skills this week. Miss Cassidy had a special guest come into her classroom to help students get into the spirit and really develop up their mime skills. The advanced acting class was busy with the revision process of the Red Ribbon Players show. They're trying to make their stories the best those elementary students have ever seen, and so the students have been taking volunteers to read their scripts aloud and to hear how the dialogue is working. And once they get their scripts working, it will be time to go on the next step, which is casting their show. Drama 4 students had a special guest this week. Mr. Andrew Black, a professional playwright and instructor, visited our class thanks to the generous support of the Indiana Repertory Theater. As part of the YPIP, that's the Young Playwrights in Progress contest, Mr. Black jump-started the class into writing their own original short plays. The goal is to have the students enter these plays into the contest, the YPIP, later this year. And who knows, maybe their efforts will be seen in the senior recital.
This past Wednesday, the Film 2 students took a little field trip over to Chaucey's place to do a couple interviews. We're working on a kind of a public service announcement, fundraising video to help Chaucey's place. It's a center for the prevention of child sexual abuse. Working with them to try to come up with some kind of a fundraising video that they could use to promote their efforts over there.
In ComedySportz news, the team met all this week to thoughtfully consider who will be on this year's team. And after much deliberation, the white smoke has finally appeared, and we have a team. Congratulations to this year's amazing, huge team of Megan Arrington, Leo Biet, Bill Fole, Matt McDonald, Duncan Moran, Kate Urbanowski, Andrew Cathan, Adam Smith, Michael Davis, Kinsey Erickson, and Rachel Glade. Congratulations to all these funny, talented, kind, and giving students. Our first team training will be downtown at the National ComedySportz Theater at 721 Massachusetts Avenue from 10 o'clock a.m. to 1 o'clock p.m. So, anyway, that's all I can think of off the top of my head. Have a great weekend, and if there's anything you want me to mention in this podcast, please feel free to visit me in P123 or email me at jpeterson@ccs.k12.in.us. Thanks.